Hey everyone, off the Mike Sports Network here. More Royal Rumble reaction. Men's Royal Rumble. So Jey Uso wins. Didn't see that coming. And what this did was create such an element of unpredictability when it comes to WrestleMania this year, because there was a lot that happened in this match. Uh, Honest to God, this is one of the better Royal Rumbles that I can remember. People would be disappointed about the surprises, but the stuff that came out of this match, outside of the obvious being the winner being Jey Uso and him getting a world heavyweight title shot, presumably he'll face Gunther at WrestleMania, so that's going to continue. But really, the other big plot point that developed out of this was the triple elimination, seemingly in the span of about 15 seconds. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk were all eliminated. And after this happened, it's almost like the match stopped for 5 minutes because the focus clearly went. And I love this. Some people will say, oh, it took away from the Rumble match. You know, it didn't. It was actually a good way to tell a story because you had Rollins going crazy with two stomps to Roman Reigns, one on the floor, one on the steps, which got my sister to pop. It was a scary looking bump. CM Punk's just walking around staring at Paul Heyman. So I have no earthly idea where this is going, because the way that this was presented coming out of this match leads me to believe The Rock is not participating in WrestleMania this year. I've been saying steadfastly, if he was going to, it was going to be Roman Reigns. But what transpired here at the end of this, or near the end of this match, by the way, Roman Reigns getting in at 16 was insane. That was earlier than I expected him. Him not being in the final three or four guys was a legit surprise. It created a lot of unpredictability. But this angle that they did after the match, where Punk eliminates both Rollins and Reigns, and then Punk gets thrown out by Logan Paul, which was surprising because I picked CM Punk to win the match. There's a lot of ways that they can go with this. You could do a triple threat. You could do Rollins, Reigns, and Punk. CM Punk also still has that favor with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is aligned with Roman Reigns. That's another story. Punk and Rollins hate each other. Punk and Roman don't like each other. Roman and Rollins hate each other. So there's a lot that they could do here. And the fact that it got its own space in this 5-minute match, to me, it didn't take away from, like, there was enough time for it to breathe. You allowed the remaining people to, have a chance to, catch their breath. And yeah, this match did go on for a lot longer than most recent Rumbles. But listen, like I said, if you're going to tell a good story, then I'm all about it. And these three guys, they're three of the most volatile personalities, three of the biggest egos in the business. And if you're not going to have The Rock involved, and you're not going to have one of these three guys go on and face Cody Rhodes, which very much is still on the table. That's the other part of this that is totally up in the fucking air. Nobody knows who Cody Rhodes is going to face. Some people think it's John Cena. We may be wrong about that. Like, the fact that Jey Uso won this match creates the most unpredictable. And we thought last year's, but that was like self-inflicted. This was by design to create an element of unpredictability on the road to WrestleMania. Last year, it was self-inflicted. The Rock threw himself in there. It was a bad decision, and it created a lot of chaos that led to an amazing build. This is by design, because you got three guys who could have very easily won this match now fighting with each other after they got eliminated from the Royal Rumble. It was a separate angle. It added to the match. I really enjoyed this. Three guys that I just love and adore. They're three of the best guys in this business. It sucks that CM Punk did not win this match, because I really thought that this was the opportunity for him to win the Royal Rumble. But if he's okay with this, he clearly sees a lot of money in this. And you saw the heat and, like, the legitimate anger that these three guys were throwing at each other after they got eliminated from this match. So seeing what could transpire on Monday on Raw in regards to these three gentlemen and, the Paul Heyman element, like, triple threat, I would be all for it. You could have one of these guys be a special referee. I don't see that happening because all three of these guys are active, healthy, and should be participating in wrestling on the biggest show of the year in WrestleMania. But to me, most unpredictable build that we're going to ever see in terms of WrestleMania. The only two things that are a certainty right now is that Charlotte Flair is more than likely going to face Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship after winning the Royal Rumble, and I will talk about that in a little bit. But the other thing is Gunther is probably going to face Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. That's probably happening as well. Outside of that, I have no clue what's going to happen. Cena not winning creates an element of chaos. He's already going to be in the Elimination Chamber. Maybe he faces Cody Rhodes. Maybe that's where they go. It would be a damn good idea if you're going to go that route. And I'm more open to that idea, seeing this new level of aggression from Cody Rhodes and maybe him turning heel. Could be very interesting. But specifically, like, the most noteworthy thing outside of Jey winning that came out of this match is what happened with Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. And that happens. I wonder what the fuck. I would love to be a fly on the wall wherever Jon Moxley is potentially watching this, because he is probably, he may not admit it. He's probably pissed because he should be involved in this too. But he made a choice to go to the other place, and look where they are now. He's gotten all of his creative control. He may be happy, but Jon Moxley, or Dean in this case, in terms of kayfabe, you made a mistake. This was awesome. I can't wait to see where it goes. Most unpredictable build potentially to WrestleMania. Anyway, we'll have more throughout the day and night here on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.